Hello everybody, it's TMOG 217. Welcome to a LEGO Ninjago set review. Taking a look at set number 70676, Lloyds Titan Mech. This is a 2019 set that retailed for $79.99 USD, $99.99 Canadian, and £68.23 pounds. It contains 876 pieces and 6 minifigures. This is part of the second half of the Ninjago wave released in that year, called the Ice Chapter. Alright, here we have Lloyd's Titan Mech. This thing is huge. I'd say it's about the same size as Zane's Titan Mech, the legacy one that was released in 2021. And, man, this is, like I said, a big build. Now, you know, you have the traditional Lloyd's colors, and it does have some white in it. In terms of it being screen accurate, I think they nailed it perfectly in terms of looks. However, in terms of playability, one complaint I have right off the bat is that with the leg functionality, you can, you know, kick it. You know, you can kind of turn the feet, the ankles a bit, but you cannot bend the knee. You just can't, and that really disappoints me because when I see a big build like this, I expect them to have a posable knee, and this one, it makes it look like in the build that it can, but it can't. It really can't, and that disappoints me, honestly. But, yeah. Anyway, moving on to the arms. For the one arm right here, my goodness, it has a ratchet joint at the top here, and then just a ball joint right here, which gives it some pretty nice posability. I don't have any complaints with this. It's basically the perfect arm, I would say. And it does have that little, you know, spinning shuriken thing that kind of seems similar to that of the Zane's Titan Mech, so, whatever. And it does have a Technic pin right here to hold the sword in case you want to take it out of this hand and put it in this hand and have, like, double the blade action or something like that, you know? But, yeah, the sword just fits in there with that Technic pin. You just place it in there, and then the hand just grasps it like so. The other hand is pretty much the same as the other one, just without the little chain saw thing. It does have some nice shoulder pads, and those are these pieces are printed, and these pieces are stickers. There's a handful of stickers throughout this mech, too many for me to specifically point out, but just, it's quite obvious to tell which is stickers, I'd say. But these little shoulder pads are pretty posable too, if you want to get the arm in some crazy poses too, I would say. So that's handy. You got these wings at the back that you can position however you want, and we'll take a look at that in a second as to why that is. Taking a look at, you know, the front end of it, I really wish that there was a way where you could turn the head, because all you can do is lift it up so you could take Lloyd out. Now, I just placed the sword loosely in there because there's no weapon storage and you can't have him hold it in there, but Lloyd just fits in there, pegged into those two studs right there, and you do have some control panels that are printed on the sides there. You can kind of see that right there, and it looks fine. You know, definitely don't have any complaints for that. He fits in quite nicely, but yeah, I wish the head was a little bit movable. Now, removing the little wings, because, you know, the wings are removable, you just take that off, and you got an exposed back. Gives you a look, I guess. For that. Also, yeah, not much else to have a look at for this, but yeah, let's have a look at that little pair of wings. Alright, so you may be wondering, what the heck is this? What is this build? Well, the instructions tell you to just reverse it like that, and you have yourself a glider. And also, you got to flip this up too. But yeah, you can basically flip this up and place a minifigure right in here so that he can pilot it. It's kind of like an escape vehicle or just an extra vehicle overall. Looks like an awesome design. Yeah, this is the only thing that can move, but that's fine. You do have some spring-loaded shooters, and oops, my bad, I forgot to load them. I'll show you how those work in just a second here. So yeah, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, this build does come with some spring-loaded shooters built into this glider. Now how those work is you just basically push down on this piece right here, and they will fire. They are quite easy to trip, however, so depending on if you care about it, I personally wouldn't have them loaded in all the time because, you know, they fire quite easily. You know, like you just breathe on it and it would fire. But yeah, nothing much else to say about this glider. It pins into the back using those Technic pieces. But yeah, let's have a look at the minifigures. Quickly before we have a look at the minifigures, I just wanted to point out that the set does come with a exclusive little Forbidden Spinjitzu spinner, and you can fit a minifigure in there using those two studs. Normally you're supposed to fit Zane, but you can throw in whatever minifigure you want, and it kind of spins, I guess. Just thought I'd mention that, but yeah, let's have a look at the minifigures now. Taking a look at our first two minifigures that are included in this set, you have Forbidden Spinjitzu Zane and Season 11 outfit Lloyd. Both of these figures are technically exclusive to this set because they're variations. You can only get this Ninja Rat piece in this set. The same goes for Season 11 Lloyd. Other than that, the combination is not exclusive to this set. Yeah. Lloyd does come with his traditional golden sword that was first introduced in the Lego Ninjago movie in silver, and then he has a katana on his shoulder pauldron right there. But removing all of the headgear and such, you are able to see a better look at the minifigure's facial prints and Lloyd's back torso printing. Lloyd does have a double-sided face, but it's the same one that's been used in the Ninjago movie, so yeah. Let's have a look at our next minifigures. For our next two minifigures, we have two that are basically identical, except for the helmet and the armor. You have, on the left, the Blizzard Warrior / Samurai. This one is not exclusive. He comes in a handful of sets, and the same goes for the one on the right, which is called the Blizzard Archer. Again, they have the same torso and the same facial print, just double-sided, so, you know, you got one facial print that looks like that, and on the other side it looks like that. And I do love the dual molding on the armor and the helmet for this figure, and I like that we get that piece in translucent blue. But yeah, these are great figures to add if you're army building these warriors. And for the last two minifigures included in this set, on the left we have the Blizzard Swordmaster. He comes in this set, as well as the castle for this Forsaken Ice Emperor. And we have General Vex, who comes into other sets. So he's not as exclusive, but he does have some exclusive armors, pieces, whatever the heck you want to call them. Now removing their armor and capes, you can see what the figures look like without all this, so you can see their facial prints and their torsos better. Kind of interesting that Vex and the Swordmaster share the same torso. I do like that translucent arm. Overall, these figures give me vibes of, I don't know which season it was, but those Chima figures that were released that had translucent pieces. So, yeah, I like that they used a translucent head with printing. That does look really cool. But, yeah, not much else to say about these figures, so let's move on to what else is included in this set. One thing I wanted to mention really quickly that I didn't touch on earlier is that this little staff right here is the Staff of Forbidden Spinjitzu, I think is what it's called. And it comes with a unique little mold. In some sets, it's more translucent than others. It's just the way it is. Now, this version is normally in the Ice Chapter sets, and you have a gold one that's included in the Fire Chapter. And you get this little sheet that you can punch out whichever Forbidden Spinjitzu scroll you want to put on the staff. I chose Ice because, you know, Ice Chapter. But yeah, let's have a look at what else is included in this set. Taking a quick look at the instructions, you got the box art right there, as well as the QR code if you want to build the instructions digitally. And, you know, typical building instructions for a Ninjago set. And then going all the way to the back, you can see that little print right there. Shows you how to build at the end, kind of interesting. Then you got a little miniature poster that looks awesome. And then you have the parts listing that continues on for a total of 3 pages. And then the classic win at the back. In terms of extra parts, this is what I got in my copy of the set. Overall, this is a pretty decent Ninjago set. I'd even go as far as to say that this is almost a perfect mech, but, you know, that knee issue is big enough for me to say that, But I'm pretty sure it could be easily modded for those who like to mod Lego sets. Figure selection is great. I don't have any complaints about that. Build's great. Like, it has some nice play features. Definitely is a cool set to own, even as a display piece. But yeah, I'd say pick this up if you're thinking about it. Definitely a nice set. But yeah, that's more or less my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this review, consider leaving a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that bell notification. It'd be very much appreciated. And yeah, again, thank you ever so much for watching. And I'll see you all in a future video. Till then, see you later. Bye.